Hello trainers, it's your favorite content creator Ganetto, and today we dive into some early team showcases for Flying Cup. Flying Cup enters today in Go Battle League and it's gonna be a pretty restricted meta. If you have Aerodactyl, you're gonna be mostly fine. If you do not have Aerodactyl, you have to play anti-Aerodactyl and your options are pretty much limited. Thank goodness we're gonna have Great League around, and we're gonna start with the first team showcase now. We have Skarmory up on the lead with Steel Wing, not the regular run that you use on Great League with Air Slash, because Steel Wing is gonna be your main weapon against that matchup that you're gonna have against Aerodactyl, and we're gonna analyze in the entirety of this video some more threats to Aerodactyl, but the best threat is gonna be Skarmory, because Aerodactyl, we have it as a closer, in 2 shields can beat down anything, so keep that in mind. It also takes a lot of damage in exchange, so most of those wins are gonna be pretty close. Having a high IV Shadow Aerodactyl is gonna help you a lot, but if you do not have a Shadow Aerodactyl, just go with a regular run, you're gonna be just fine. The safe switch of the team is gonna be Emolga. If you do not have Emolga, Shadow Zapdos is a very cool alternative, but Emolga is a much better solution on the spam part, because Drill Peck is not gonna do super effective damage to that Aerodactyl, while Emolga's discharge is gonna do super effective and absolutely destroy it down. Also, you have the core breaker for this team, which is gonna be Gyarados, and it can beat down the Steel Wing version of Skarmory pretty much easily. It can do a lot of damage to Aerodactyl, but the matchup is kinda even, and with shields it can even farm down that Emolga because it is pretty glassy. With that in mind, I think that with this team composition you are not gonna have any problem at all in the Flying Cup meta, because it might be restricted, but also you have quite what you need, the optimal mons for this line to succeed. Moving on, we have 2 teams that are gonna be super good against Aerodactyl, and you might want to use them if you lack that Aerodactyl from your roster. So Altaria, a pretty easy one to use, just go with your Dragon Breath, outbulk anything else in the meta other than Mandibuzz, and I think that with Moonblast you still have that coverage for Mandibuzz if it comes up your way. We're gonna see Mandibuzz in a while, but for now we have for this team Gliscor as a closer, and you're gonna see that you are not gonna need Earthquake at all. Perhaps you need access to a Sun Tomb to debuff the opponent, and that will put you on advance. If you do not have a Gliscor, Gligar can also help a lot, and I prefer Gligar over Gliscor to be honest, but I do not have one, so that's why I add Gliscor for this team. The safe switch of the team is gonna be Gyarados, and this one in particular you're gonna need it most probably with a waterfall, not anything else, but I have a surprise for you in the end. We're gonna see together what it is in a while. So for now, just keep in mind that Aqua Tail is gonna be your main charge move, Crunch is gonna be for coverage, and waterfall is gonna melt down even an Aerodactyl, but still it is gonna be a pretty close matchup since you deal super effective, they deal super effective, and both mons are pretty classy. The core breaker of the team, Articuno. Both Gliscor and that Altaria are double weak to that ice shard that Articuno might carry, and perhaps they will be able to farm him down, but at what cost? Well, Articuno is pretty glassy, so your other options like this Altaria is pretty bulky, so you can still do some heavy damage against this Pokemon and then finish off with a Gyarados. So core breaker that I would not be that much worried about, and since Articuno is not pretty much in the meta with Aerodactyl and Skarmory around, well, you can have fun using this team. The second non-Aerodactyl team is gonna have a Mantine up on the lead, closer Togekiss, and safe switch Mandibuzz. So this team is gonna be one of the bulkiest that exist in the current meta of Flying Cup. You're gonna need your debuff with the Bubble Beam, or up on front with your Mantine, and with Bubble, in this combination with Bubble Beam, you are gonna be on a very good spot even against Aerodactyl. You are still gonna lose, but you have a chance to destroy down the opponent, and that is always a pretty good thing. This Ice Beam is gonna help you a lot against other threats, because this is gonna be a Flying Cup meta, and against any other flyer, perhaps you cannot land this bubble beam, but instead go for that ice beam and destroy them down. Even against a Mandibuzz, you are gonna go with back-to-back ice beams and absolutely bring it to no HP, meaning that the backline can have a better and easier way to finish off the opponent. What I like about this team composition is that Togekiss is gonna be weak to that Skarmory, but the other two Pokemon can handle that weakness. And also, if you encounter something like an Altaria, this team in particular is just gonna go pretty strong against this Pokemon. But what we care about most of the times is gonna be Aerodactyl, and still you can go with back-to-back foul plays with your bubble beam combo, or even melt it down with charms. You take super effective, but the charms are gonna be what you need to finish off Aerodactyl right on time. So the core breakers of the team are gonna be the electric flying Pokemon of the cup, Emolga and Zapdos, because they absolutely wall down up in front your Mantine, and at the back you have two flyers that do not resist electric moves, so you might gonna be in a little bit of trouble, but overall this team can still pressure the opponent, especially with the fast attack of Togekiss, the charm, and you're gonna be fine overall. And now, trainers, this is what I am gonna play for the cup, having Shadow Aerodactyl up on the lead, Shadow Zapdos as a closer, and Dragon Tail, Shadow Gyarados with Aqua Tail, what a crazy sentence, on my safe switch option. The core breaker of the team is gonna be that Skarmory, but still I believe that Dragon Tail Gyarados can destroy down even that version of Skarmory if it carries Steel Wing. I am not afraid at all using this team. It is a pretty straightforward team. Pressure down up on the lead with Aerodactyl, whatever the opponent has, take a shield at least, and Shadow Zapdos is gonna be on the optimal way to finish off the opponent. Even if they have an Altaria at the back, Dragon Tail Gyarados can put off the work, so Skarmory is not gonna be a core breaker that I'm gonna be afraid of. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Flying Cup battles are gonna be extreme fast, so be sure to pay attention when you're battling, and of course be sure to leave a like before you go, subscribe to the channel, and write down in the description which is gonna be your plan when you're playing Flying Cup. I'm really eager to see your thoughts. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.